speech technology, so it can recognize the vocal, recognize the voice of Indonesian people. Specifically, we can recognize accent.
So right now you are replacing the teacher, right? This AI.
We are not replacing, because I always believe in the combination of the technology and the teacher. You cannot do one thing only. But what we are doing is giving the opportunity to make it accessible, make Ngaji accessible to everyone on every island, from every age, with no worry about money or no. So I co-founded, I think, about 20 startups.
Whoa, 20.
But this is one of the, the first one that I really found about this new medium.
So previously, most of them was in Belanda, eh?
Most of them, yeah. Like AI or nanotechnology or something new, and that we make into a company.
I see. So you learn about AI way back then, before the ChatGPT is boom. Right?
Yeah, and also Vokal.ai. They own now the IP on this speech recognition. But the speech recognition that can understand very well how, because everybody thinks, oh, let's be an entrepreneur and be rich or be free, or but actually entrepreneurship is very hard.
Yeah.
And it is so tiring sometimes and stressful, and you have to survive. You lay awake in the night, sweaty, that how I can fund the next day.
I know, when you become a professional, your working hour is just like 8 to 10 hours a day, right?
Yeah.
But when you become entrepreneur, it can be 20 or 24 hours a day, right?
Hi guys, welcome back to DARI Podcast. Today we honor to have the presence of Mr. Martijn Enter.
Hi Martin, it's an honor for us to have you here.
Hi, it's also an honor to be here. Selamat sore.
Okay, it's a man behind Ngaji.ai and Vokal.ai. But before we start, we would like to know a little bit more about you. How did you grow up? How did you come to Indonesia and start your project AI here?
I'm glad to tell that, because I'm very passionate about it.
Wow.
So I started my technology company journey at University of Twente in Belanda, in Holland. And there I co-founded several startup companies and an investment fund, always investing in technology companies.
Okay.
And during my childhood, I grew up in Holland together with an Indonesian family.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, so there I learned about Pencak Silat, for example. And I used to train a lot and open a school.
Pencak Silat school?
Yeah.
So you very well about Indonesian culture.
I hope I know a little bit, but at least I love Indonesian culture a lot. So I love the food, I love the people and the culture. So then I thought I would love to do something with technology startups in and for Indonesia.
Oh, that's cool.
I see. Then what sparks you to go deeper into the AI industry?
I think because of it's now. The time is now. We've seen it with ChatGPT. We see how strong of a difference it can make. And also now the technology is becoming scalable, and before it was a bit different.
So can you tell us more about what is Vokal.ai and what is Ngaji.ai?
So Vokal.ai is an Indonesian-based company in Jakarta. We are in cyber field building in Kuningan, driven by an Indonesian team, about 20 people, local people. And we make technology, speech technology, so it can recognize the vocal, recognize the voice of Indonesian people. Specifically, we can recognize accent.
Okay, yeah, because we know Indonesian have very many
different accents.
Yeah, and what our Ngaji.ai is our first product, and that is we can understand how to pronounce Arabic, so we can help, for example, the Muslim community to learn and practice Ngaji skills.
Ah, I see. So right now you are replacing the teacher, right? this AI?
We are not replacing, because I always believe in the combination of the technology and the teacher. You cannot do one thing only. But what we are doing is giving the opportunity to make it accessible, make Ngaji accessible to everyone on every island, from every age, with no worry about money, or that it is becoming really scalable. And we can even help the teacher, because we can also in that way automate things that the teacher can focus on the class, and then with our product, the students can practice every day.
Yeah, because
every day, anytime, everywhere.
Teacher every
time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. But what interesting is, I thought your background back then was an investor, like you start a funds, venture capital funds. But what made you switch to become a developer?
Because I'm entrepreneur in my heart, and I also help with co-founded an investment fund. But I learned that my heart is in making companies and making a culture of people.
So not an investor.
No.
I see.
I can invest, but I love making companies and doing something new and creative, and that is who I am.
I see. So is this your first company, I presume?
No. So I co-founded, I think, about 20 startups.
Whoa, 20.
But this is one of the the first one that I really found about this new medium.
So previously, most of them was in Belanda, eh?
Most of them, yeah. Mostly new companies from Delft University or Twente University, instead they are kind of technology, like AI or nanotechnology or something new, and that we make into a company.
I see. So you learn about AI way back then, before the ChatGPT is boom, right?
Yeah, and also Vokal.ai. They own now the IP on the speech recognition. But the speech recognition that can understand very well how you say things, but I don't know what, was built over more than 10 years on R&D. So this product and this company we made, the kickstart, because we bring in the IP that is developed over more than 10 years and see.
When I see at you, I look at you are very interested in entrepreneurship. Like, can you tell us what the moment you realize, like, make it spark, like, oh, I should become an entrepreneur?
Yeah, to be honest, I think I have it in my nature, because I was a small child and I always had ideas and I wanted to create little companies, but I never could, and I had to wait, and suddenly I learned about technology and management. In Twente University, we had a lot of startups, so I went into the culture, and then I founded my first company.
I see. So the university shaped you to become more onto entrepreneur side rather than professional, eh?
And it was that time that was called the entrepreneurial university. They had the line.
Yeah. The line. So that university make like many entrepreneurs.
Yeah, they had over the past 40 years, I think 400 companies. And one that was successful, for example, Booking.com. Well, yeah.
So you have the same alumni with them, eh?
I'm from a different year, but I'm the same alumni.
Yeah, different cohort, but same alumni. Yeah. I see. So, but talking about entrepreneurship, there's supposed to be a lot of hurdle and challenge, right?
Yes.
So what do you think in mitigating those challenges, and what is your biggest challenges as an entrepreneur?
I think it depends a bit on the industry sometimes, but I think as an entrepreneur, I learned 3 things by failing as well a lot. And that I sometimes did things wrong and I had to keep going and keep going. And the 3 things I learned is focus. Because as an entrepreneur in technology, you have a platform, you can do many things. So we do go left, we go right, but it is so important to be the focus and do something with first something small, right, and then grow. And the second thing I learned is never give up, because everybody thinks, oh, let's be an entrepreneur and be rich or be free, but actually entrepreneurship is very hard.
Yeah.
And it is so tiring sometimes and stressful, and you have to survive. You lay awake in the night, sweaty, that how I gonna fund the next day.
I know when you become a professional, your working hour is just like 8 to 10 hours a day, right?
Yeah.
But when you become entrepreneur, it can be 20 or 24 hours a day, right?
Yeah.
You need to be standby at night, right? When your company have problem.
Yeah.
And you should like adapt to the trend. When there is a, like, for example, in 2020 we have COVID and suddenly our revenue fall down. We need to adapt to that.
Yeah.
Well, if you are a professional, you don't need to like tackle those kind of problem, right?
True.
Yeah. You just need to handle to your boss. Like you get salary from your boss.
Yeah.
I see.
And if you get sick, you can take leave.
Yeah,
but and have to keep going.
I know.
And the third thing I learned, and that is what we were already saying, is timing.
Timing.
Because sometimes something happens like COVID.
Right.
And after that period, suddenly EdTech or AI became more important.
I see.
So the time was right.
Actually, this time when many people felt like their business is falling down, it was a good time for you, right?
It fell down in a way, and then I learned what to do. I didn't give up.
So you pivot, right?
Yeah, suddenly I pivoted, and suddenly I learned, now it's this and that, and went up again. And that is why we focus now on an Indonesian team, with a clear focus on a product. It is exactly what we do. We can analyze a text with voice and then give feedback to the analyzation. And it grows now organically 30% a month since a few months when we started.
Wow, that was a fascinating achievement. So Martin, I'm just curious, so what pain point you identify when you started like Vokal.ai and Ngaji.ai, and what do you plan to solve with your AI technology?
So I think the pain point with many startups is always funding. A lot, yeah. Even though, and there's a lot of interest, a lot, but you should always maintain enough funding to be able to speak things you need to do, but do it in an, I would say, I learned also to do it in a fruitful way. So build something first and analyze how it goes, and then get the next round based on that, and clear plan on metrics you build up. So that is, I think, one of the key things that always step me. And your other questions for there?
Yeah, what problem you want to solve with your startup?
So I want to tackle, I think, 3 things. One is accessibility for all. 2 is reduce the workload of teachers in that sense, because, for example, Indonesia, all the islands and all the remote areas, so there are not enough teachers to give accurate feedback and personalized training on the skills. For example, pronunciation, that is very important. That would be the almost personalized feedback.
I see.
And that is the third thing that I want to add, is personalization. So that, for example, student A has problems with this, student B has another problem. And then we can make the learning automatically personalized. More.
Okay, so what is your next step, or what is your roadmap to engage your customer in Indonesia? As we know, many of Indonesian lack of the technological adoption. What's your plan to engage your customer?
So we already focus in our marketing on the customers in that sense, of course. And our next steps would be to really involve the communities. And we have a lot of partners that we work with all over Indonesia, different schools, different universities, but they are partners, they are supporters. So we organize support. And eventually, for example, for this product, the mother with 3 children is the main guidance, because then the children can learn anytime, anywhere, their pronunciation service. So we will focus on creating the partnerships that help us towards the community.
your partnership with university and government as well.
Yes, yeah, we work together with the governments, and we partner as well to give this product, this technology, for very low price, and for example, for free, so that we can really show that it is accessible for people.
So the government gives subsidy.
Sometimes, but that is really to develop things, or there are really good skills now there that help you to develop your technology programs. And in that sense, that helped us to also make partnerships with other universities that now help create the community.
I see. But for us, like ordinary people, building some AI business, it seems like very complex, right? We want to know, like, what is the biggest challenges beside funding and how you overcome them in this AI type of business?
Yeah, so I think that is thrown back in the past at all. So the biggest thing is, do you like truly AI, or are you using something that is there and that's used a product from another country that probably paid this service and you cannot tune into what you want? So what I did is create AI from scratch, together with professors from University of the World, and it was created in the last 10 years. And I brought that IP for example, a rabbit reading on Indonesian. It is now owned by this company. That is something as a kickstart. And you cannot easily build this because it will be asking years in funding and specialists. So that is one. The second is data, because AI works on data and massive amount of data. But what people forget is supposed to be automated, so that it is analyzed, is this spoken well or not, and that you would have to bring into the AI to make it better work. So you have to have specialists. Yeah.
I see. But then, for especially Indonesian who aspire to become an entrepreneur in the AI or edutech space, do you have any advice for them who want to start this kind of business? Because like maybe most of them want to start, but they think it's like, oh, it's tricky and maybe have a high barrier to entry. So what's your advice?
Yeah, but my background is I would almost advise them, because AI is of course a deep technology. It is not like other sort of startups that are started like the website or the trading platform. Or you really go into deep technology. So what you could do, for example, is to work together with professors at a university.
Of course, they are smarter than you.
They are smart, but they don't want to implement. And then, for example, there are schemes with the Ministry of Education. They're very good schemes for grants, and that you work together with, for example, the University of Indonesia or another one that has innovation, and we want to set up a product or company that could be a route. I don't say it is the route, but it could be able to use something with this technology.
I see. So basically, you need to collaborate and adapt with the trends. And of course, you could utilize the grant from the government.
Yeah, it could be, and so it is. That is one of the roots. Make it go there. I see.
So yeah, basically everyone can start an AI-based project as long as they have the capability and have the right partner.
Need the right partner and the right professor or doctor that is behind it.
I see. Yeah. But what is interesting is like why you choose Indonesia as your main market, because you are based in Belanda, right? And why you choose like Indonesia as your main market beside other country?
I'm half based in Indonesia, and I think I will be almost fully based.
Yeah.
I think there are two reasons. The biggest thing is it's a win-win for me.
Win-win.
Because with one win is that I can do something I love. I love Indonesian and Indonesian people on the person. And I can do something good with this AI and help. And at the same time, it's a big market. It's the third biggest country of the world. I believe the time is now in Indonesia, especially to do these things like technology and be independent even more. And so I believe in it. I believe in Indonesia and with my heart and with business opportunity now. So,
I see. Yeah, especially AI has been very, very booming with the boom of ChatGPT, right? And right now there are a lot of AI like speech to picture, speech to video, and speech recognition. And lately, like you can just type and then the AI can generate video for you, right? With the Sora, with the OpenAI one.
Yeah.
So I believe that AI has the potential to revolutionize education. And but how do you envision AI to personalize the learning experience in the future?
I think in that sense, for my initiative, that with speech recognition, for example, we can offer personalized and adaptive learning, so that we recognize, for example, what are the typical challenges for a certain student, and then automatically give the best learning experience for the student, and also for teachers, in that sense.
I see. Yeah, but lately, due to the AI, but I don't experience AI during my master and bachelor year because the boom of ChatGPT just recently, right? But right now, it become much easier for them to do like plagiarism kind of thing, right? Because of the ChatGPT. Because back then, when I want to do research, I need to search the scholar website or maybe cite from by reading the biography or reading the thesis of some scholar. But right now, you just need to type on ChatGPT and ChatGPT will give you the answer instantly, right? Yeah, but so what do you think on tackling this kind of problem? So, I mean, the AI will not be used like in such a way.
Yeah, so I think it's about regulations.
Of course.
It's about that you have enough people that also want to do something meaningful with AI. And I think, like I said, it is also very important that Indonesia builds up their own IP, their own strength, because a lot of these things are also from other people.
Of course.
And so you need to be able to control it yourself as well if you want to do this with that or not. Because we can only control it in your own.
So of course, in the growing technologies, there are advancements. Of course, there is also a potential drawbacks here, such as what I mentioned before. But we need to be adapt to that kind of technology if we want to improve, right?
Yeah.
And especially the job market is currently evolving very fast, right? And what do you think with the AI technological advancement? How can it like create a better person for the job market?
Yeah, because I think it becomes accessible and entirely aware and personalized. Like I said, with, for example, again with this pronunciation, you can get automated feedback to your vocal skills, your speech skills. So, for example, you can automate if you have to work abroad in Saudi Arabia or in Japan. You can then do several courses, for example, in near future on Japanese, where you specifically train your speaking settings. And then we can communicate better. You can integrate better internationally, because language connects.
Yes, so guys, if you want to learn about Ngaji, you can download Ngaji.
Ngaji.ai.
Ngaji.ai.
You can download it in App Store.
Yeah, in App Store and Play Store.
Oh, so cool. I'm so bullish in AI. You know, I collect cryptocurrency
On
with
AI. AI narrative.
So, Martin, just curious, what do you think about blockchain and cryptocurrency? Like, as you know, now everyone is so bullish on crypto. What do you think about crypto and blockchain?
I have less experience on this area, to be honest, but I think it is something that is a big part of the world as well now, and even a little bit before ChatGPT already.
Yes.
So I think it is something that you have to strive to keep evolving, and also to be making something valuable with it, because there are many things created. So it is good to see how it can be next something valuable.
Ya, guys, aku hari ini kemis banget ya sama Martin. Dia ini dari negara lain loh, tapi dia kayak bisa menciptakan produk yang bisa berguna buat masyarakat Indonesia. Karena kan kita tahu di Indonesia itu banyak banget beragam suku, budaya, aksennya juga beda-beda. Tapi dengan kemajuan teknologi, Martin bisa nyiptain AI, khususnya buat kita yang di Indonesia ini kan mayoritas Muslim.
Betul banget, Pak.
Jadi apps-nya ini bisa dipakai buat recognize aksen dari berbagai daerah untuk bisa belajar ngaji dengan
biar pronunciation-nya makin oke.
Untuk bisa belajar ngaji, biar pronunciation-nya tuh benar. Keren banget sih.
But Martin, speaking about cryptocurrency, do you currently have some exposure on it? Or?
Currently, I don't have.
I see. But maybe in the future, do you want to explore about maybe implementing blockchain technologies on your AI project?
I am getting more and more interested because I see different big entrepreneurs in the world that also go towards these kinds of methods. Like, for example, using cryptocurrency instead of going IPO,
I know.
These kinds of things. So let's say it like this, and we to educate themselves on this, and I am open and interested to look at it. No, I think I had to. Yeah.
Because because cryptocurrency is definitely one of the future.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, right now a lot of AI-based companies started to issue their own token instead of going IPO, as what you said, like tokenization. Yeah.
So yeah, guys, thank you so much, Martin.
Yeah, it's an honor for us to have you here, Martin.
Thank you very much, Giselle. Makasih banyak.
Makasih. Jangan lupa guys, kalau kalian curious sama produknya, kalian bisa langsung download Vokal.ai dan Ngaji.ai di App Store dan Play Store.
So Martin, we hope all the best and all the success for your project, Ngaji.ai. Hope it can be bigger and be accepted globally in Indonesia.
Thank you very much, and let's together create the success.
Okay, thank you guys.
Thank you guys. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.